different league, my friend. Yeah. My Revenge doesn't play in UGC. I don't know how you ended up on this stream, but definitely not the one you want. That said, we're happy to have you, though, if you want to hang around. UGC League is really, really awesome, and we're looking at a really good series here. So, you know, this is the place to be, my friend. My Revenge isn't going to give you sick Ricky picks. They're just not.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Gloves of Haste, Belt of Strength, that is going to be Power Treads on the Viper. Like I said, curious as to what this Sanji is going to be built into. I assumed it would be Sanji Yasha just because that's kind of a core Viper item. But, you know, like I said, the Silver Edge has a lot of merit this game in terms of what it can do for the team. So, we'll see. I mean, the Invis isn't as strong because you've already got 2 Invis heroes on your team, so there's going to be a lot of sentries down in all the lanes, so you're not going to be able to get that jump that you really want with the Silver Edge. But, you know, you can always kind of just toggle it, like turn it on just to get the break in the middle of a team fight and just kind of, you know, treat it as a weapon in that regards and not worry too much about anything else. But anyways, pressure in on the tier 2 tower, and there's really not much 9-inch Malez can do to stop this. I mean, maybe they throw living armor on the tower, maybe those fire spirits help out a little bit, but for the most part, all they're going to do is slow this down. Tier 2 tower going to fall, and Darkseer teleports up towards the top. Tier 1 to try to deflect the pressure there, and we'll do a little bit of damage to Princess. Queen of Pain's there to help out, but just not enough damage to bring down that Darkseer, and he surges himself back away. Like I said, Mechanism now completed on that Darkseer, so he's got all the survivability his team needs. And like I said, they're just going to go from tower to tower to tower and continue pressuring these waves down. Top 3 net worth heroes in the game are Ricky, Viper, and Darkseer. So TMC really, really owning this early game, and these towers will continue to fall. I mean, there's only so much that 9-inch Malez can do for now, and all they want to do is stall until our anti-mage can farm some items up. But he's in really dire straits right now, actually. Okay. What? Oh, Finger of Death goes out on Quap. One final auto attack will chase her, but Living Armor keeps her alive for now. Persian Prince caught inside of the Ricky silence, but ends up walking out of it and pops off that Supernova. Now they're looking for the Ricky. The dust goes out. Can they chase him down, though? Great vacuum into the Queen of Pain Sonic Wave, but she has now found herself in the middle of a fight that she cannot sustain. Anti-Mage gets a good mana break, and that's going to be 3 down. Can they chase further onto this? Michael is kiting him around. Will they be able to bring down Princess? The Ricky dives in, gets the smoke down, and they find the Anti-Mage. Sentry Ward going to drop, but Ricky finds himself a Rubik, and now he's going to walk away from that triple kill onto the Ricky. These 2 heroes are so low, but nothing can stop them. They turn it back around. What looked to be an amazing engagement for 9-inch Malez turns back around, and the Ricky and the Viper clean it up, picking themselves up 3 kills long after what they should have been able to get. And they're going to get another tier 2 tower. This looked really, really good for 9-inch Malez for just a second. There was a glimmer of hope, and then it was dashed as the Ricky threw down that smoke on 4, picked up a couple kills, and walks away from that fight with 3,200 gold in his bank.
Death's bounty.
Interesting what that Anti-Mage did. He, like, bought the Tranquil Boots, and then he disassembled the Tranquil Boots, and then, like, he bought them and used them for, like, 10 seconds to get the heal, and then he disassembled them and kept the Ring of Regen and the Power Treads, and then he gave his Ring of Protection to the Rubik, and I don't know where the hell it is now. Oh yeah, it's sitting on the Courier. So I assume he's just going to use that and make his Vlads? I don't know. Yeah, I think the Vlads makes the most sense, but you really need the lifesteal in this matchup. I mean, there's not too much that Anti-Mage can do to survive the rest of this game without some lifesteal. I mean, he needs to fight early, and although he's about halfway to his Battle Fury, I just don't think it's going to be enough by the time he gets it. I mean, he guaranteed by the time that Anti-Mage gets this Battle Fury, he will not have any outer towers left, which means his farm game is going to be extremely hampered. There's going to be nowhere safe for him to go. And yeah, there we go. Actually, that's it. The last tier 2 falls, and TMC they own this map right now. There is nothing for them to be scared of. They can go where they want and do as they please, and they might actually find themselves a kill on a life here, and no track out on him to keep him locked in place, but they do find his kill on him anyways. Track kill onto the Rubik. So that's both the supports down, and they're going to look for high ground right here. They've got the mechanism up, they've got a creep wave, and Viper walks right onto high ground fearing nothing. He did go for the Sanjin Yasha, and the Darkseer is here to back him up. They do have the Wall of Replica if they want to drop it, but it is only level 1. He waited quite a while to skill that up, but yeah, this tower going to feel the pain, and there's really not much 9-inch Malez can do, even when they get 5 back up. I mean, the best that they can hope for is a Supernova to push them away, and even then, I think that TMC, they just back up, wait for the Supernova to pop, and then they jump right back in. So we'll see how this plays out in just a moment as everybody is back up. But the Wall of Replica goes out, good overgrowth, catches 3, and there we go. The Phoenix jumps in with the Supernova. The damage is huge, and the Queen of Pain throws out the Sonic Wave. The Phoenix Egg is going to pop, and they get 3. They're chasing in for more. Michael dives into the trees, and they should know where he is. They don't see him, though, and he gets out. Bounty Hunter hooking into the trees himself, and they get back out. So trading the Queen of Pain for a defense on their high ground, and actually a stolen Wall of Replica. I didn't catch that in the middle of that fight. But the tower stands, so good defense by 9-inch Malez. They're going to hold on for now and give their anti-mage a little bit of room to farm. But will it be enough? He still doesn't have his Battle Fury, still doesn't have a Vlad's, doesn't have anything to assist in his farm. And he is sitting at the 4th position on net worth. Still the highest on his team, but that still puts him about 3k behind his opposing carry, which is not where an anti-mage wants to be.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Persian Prince going for a really interesting build here with just the 2 bracers, and well, of course Tranquils are pretty standard, but just going for as much strength as he can to try to survive the fights until he can pop off that Phoenix Egg, though. He really needs to get to his level 11. He's only level 10 right now, which means that egg dies in 3 hits, or 3 hits, 5 hits. It's 5. Yeah, it's 5. So, like I said, this Ricky, even if he gets hit by the spirits, he purges himself, he kills the egg. And I think in that fight it was kind of a lack of focus. Because of the amount of damage they faced. The Queen of Pain just kind of blinked in, and they got eaten alive by a lot of damage all at once, and it resulted in a bit of a messy team fight where they weren't able to focus down that egg. But either way, this tower is getting healed up by the Treant Protector, but 5 heroes are right back here, ready to go, and they've got a creep wave moving in now, so I think this is... I think this tower might fall with this next push. We'll see how they choose to defend, but all ultimates are up on the side of 9-inch Malez, except for the Queen of Pain. And the Queen of Pain ulti, but another great overgrowth, catches 3. Phoenix goes for a dive, but that takes him through the smoke, and he is not able to cancel his Icarus dive, and they're going to see the Supernova pop. They get themselves a Treant Protector, and they back away. This is exactly what I was saying they were going to do the first time around, which was wait for the egg, back up, then go back in, and we're going to see that right now as they picked off the Treant Protector, but now they've got room to go high ground. Phoenix goes for a dive. It's going to hurt this creep wave just a little bit, but I think they're going to be fine to get in here. They're holding it pretty damn well. That Phoenix dive holding out the wave, and they're going to TP away. I don't know if giving up on this push is the right choice. I mean, the longer you wait, the more Treant can heal this tower up, and that makes your push a lot harder. And they're going to back up. They're going to look for the AM, but he's got his Battle Fury up now, and he's moving around the map. He's on the other... He's farming up the enemy Ancients, and doing a good job at finding safe places to farm. I mean, you'll hear this a lot from a lot of casters, but good carries are carries that know how to find safe places to farm. It's not knowing how to last hit. I mean, everybody by about 4K knows how to last hit. It's finding the safe places, and that's exactly what the Anti-Mage did. He knew there was pressure at his base, so he went to the enemy Ancients, and just got away from the pressure and got himself a little bit of gold, has himself the Battle Fury now, and will be working towards a Vladimir's offering so that he can hopefully brawl a little bit earlier than the anti-mages that head straight towards the Manta style. But I am starting to worry for TMC's draft. They do still have a considerable advantage. If we look over towards the net worth, they're about 10k in their favor, which is really sizable. But the XP is only about 2,500. And 9-inch Malez, like I said, the longer this game stalls out, the better chance 9-inch Malez have. And they've held their base for the last 2 fights, and their anti-mage is starting to farm up. This Queen of Pain's actually a lot more poor than I thought she was. Going for a 4-staff to try to keep her... maneuvering in these early team fights, and I can't really blame her on that call. I think it's a good idea against this positioning heavy draft of TMC, But that said, it does mean that she has a lot less damage, doesn't have that Aghanims to spam out that ultimate, and so the Queen of Pain is going to be considerably less potent in terms of kill potential, but will keep herself alive a lot longer, which means she will be able to do more overall damage. So I like that pickup. It's very smart.
Dire's bottom tower
But might not be precisely what the team needs. Now, Roshan has fallen to the Radiant, and the Aegis of the Immortal has gone over to Ricky. And I need to drink some water. I'm feeling really lightheaded right now all of a sudden. Whew. I think I've just been talking too long non-stop. Need to shut up every once in a while. Step back, take a drink. Glimmer Cape Bounty Hunter? Really? Really? I guess. Sure, you have 2 Indas now, but... like, I guess you can use it to save your teammates, but... I really don't see the point of that. I mean... Alright, cool, man. Like... yeah. I mean, it's a good pickup for his team, but is it a really good pickup for him? I don't know. I think with the amount of detection that 9-inch Malez is going to be buying, just because of the way this team is drafted, I don't think any Invis items, whether that be a Shadow Blade or a Glimmer Cape, are really ideal. Like I think even if you manage to get the Glimmer Cape off on an ally who's running away out of the team fight, you know, there's still a Sentry Ward here. It's still going to spot him. And, oh, Treant Protector gets caught really quickly as the Ricky dives in there, and they find that kill. And with the double damage rune up, they're right back on this tower. And that little hiatus from pushing that they took was majorly beneficial as they come back with a double damage rune and an Aegis. They find a kill on the Treant Protector, so no overgrowth to speak of, and this is going to be Rax. I don't see any way that 9-inch Malez can defend this. The Phoenix is going to go for a dive. Not going to pop off the Supernova quite yet. They do have all of their ultimates available, but the Ricky is going for a jog here into the enemy base. They find the Phoenix, and that is a big kill. That was the only initiation that 9-inch Malez had, and Phoenix is actually going to buy back. They're ready to go on this, but Wall of Replica goes down, and it's making a lot of illusions here as 9-inch Malez walk in. Rubik's going to be the first to fall in this team fight. The Treant Protector is dead again, I think. Phoenix Egg going to get dropped. Anti-Mage here trying to fight, but Michael, full on mana, not going to take any damage from that Mana Void. 4 down on the side of 9-inch Malez. I think, nope, Queen of Pain goes back into her base, and she's going to be safe for now. That is 4 heroes down, and maybe they take the mid off of this as well. 2 really key heroes, the Anti-Mage and the Phoenix, are both down for over 40 seconds. So if they want to swing mid, pick up this wave, and maybe get this tier 3 tower, I think they are totally capable of doing so. Monster there going to try to defend, but doesn't have the Sonic Wave. All she really has is a couple Scream of Pains to try to hold out this wave, and even that I don't think is going to be enough. They're back up on the high ground, pushing in on this tower, and you know, they got the living armor, but it's not going to do much to this to save this tower. Bops, Scream of Pain's in, but 2 Force Staffs might not be enough to get her out. It is enough. You got 1 on her and 1 on the Rubik, and the first one only took her back about this far. I think she overestimated. Oh, Ricky jumps in, gets a good pick, and there we go. The backstab damage is enough. Now they're in on the Treant Protector. They bring him down with a good Hex. Oh my god, Ricky is just on an absolute rampage. Brings down the Rubik, and now in onto the Phoenix. That is 4 heroes down and another set of racks. I think we're going to be looking at a GG here pretty damn quick. Yeah, there it is. NIM call it, and that is going to be a 1-1 series. And damn. Super well played by both teams. TMC going for a bit of an awkward draft with Ricky and Bounty Hunter, and it just worked out. And I think the Anti-Mage pick was a little bit too greedy. It's you know, you can say, hey, we're gonna play around this Darkseer, like, you know, we'll get you know, that we'll give this Anti-Mage a lot of tangos, he'll be fine, but it still just didn't work out. The Anti-Mage didn't have the early farm he needed to get the items he needed, and you know, by the you really can't blame an Anti-Mage for having 150 last hits in a 25-minute game. That's a decent score by all standards, especially considering all of the pressure he was under. I mean, I'm sure pros would have had a few more, but for the most part, I think the Anti-Mage did pretty much all he could have with the scenario he was given. But the draft was a little funky. You know, the Anti-Mage into the Darkseer, and then, like, the, you know, I I really don't know. Like I said, it was weird on both sides. The Ricky pick was really weird. The Ricky pick after a Bounty Hunter pick was really weird. The I don't know. It was a strange game all around, but turns out TMC knew what they were doing. They pushed down tower after tower after tower. They kept up constant pressure, and having that Darkseer with the early mech just meant that they could sustain for so damn long. And after a quick Roshan and a quick double damage rune, they find themselves in the base, get themselves a couple big picks, and that's the end of the game. So too many creeps find themselves the victors in game number 2, and this being a 2-game series, that is going to be it. So a 1-1 trade. Both teams walk themselves away with their first loss of the season. Both these teams undefeated coming into this series, and they're going to drop a game apiece. So that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been a blast casting the series for you. My name has been Captain Canuck. If you enjoyed my casting, please throw me a follow over on Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch, all at CptnCanuckDota. I usually stream on a lot of different channels. I stream on my own personal channel for funsies. I just do my own games, but I usually cast league games over on the UGC League and over for the 82L. So make sure to just throw me a follow on Twitter. I always have links to the streams that I'm streaming on my Twitter, so that's the place to be. You can check out the UGC League over at www.ugcleague.com. They've got all the info on all the leagues, the scores, the standings, all that wonderful mumbo-jumbo over there, so check that out. If you're interested in playing for the UGC League, signups will be open in about a month and a half, 2 months. We're in the middle of a season right now, so no new signups right now, but they'll open up in a little bit. So thank you guys so much for watching. It's been a blast. Have yourselves a great rest of your Sunday evening, and that has been it for the UGC League. Thank you, guys.